Hey, what is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video on the channel. Well, in today's video, we are going over Solana as we are starting to see a lot of different things happening at once. We're seeing some major bear indicators, some major bull indicators, and I want to tell you what I'm seeing, what I'm expecting, what I'm anticipating, and more. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So first and foremost, of course, today we did see this pretty hard fall. Of course, we saw the price of Solana drop roughly, let's go ahead from just our top here on October 25th, we're down about 17 to 18%, but just over the last few hours from today, we're down about, 12 to 13%. So a pretty substantial fall today. And so what we can see though is that we have seemingly established some type of support on these lower levels and are looking to work our way back up. Now, first and foremost, just to kind of show you all what this level is that we actually found some support on, if we draw a Fibonacci from our previous all-time high, sitting right around $215 to $218, down to the swing low that was set right on September 21st, you can actually see that we found some support on top of the 618 zone. I told you guys, when we start to fail resistance, when we start to fail to clear resistance at our previous all-time high, we're likely going to retrace to our 618 to 786 zone, which is this green box. We've now done it 2 times. Meaning that this level was holding up well, but we definitely need to get going pretty soon, okay? And so with that being said, I'm going to talk about the bullish things that I'm seeing first, the bullish scenario, because I'm bullish on Solana. I have money invested into Solana, and I want to see Solana make the big move to the upside. But then we're definitely going to acknowledge some of the bearish things that are showing on the charts in a very urgent bearish pattern that we don't want to see play out. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So first and foremost, what we can see here is that we're actually starting to see a bit of bullish divergence forming on the RSI. Now, of course, what that's going to look like is if we simply just go out and we zoom in a little bit, we zoom out on 4-hour charts, and we just kind of look at this thing, right? One thing we can see is that we've put in this lower low, and we've put in this higher low. Now, this is textbook. This is very textbook bullish divergence. Basically just going to say, as the RSI is giving itself more potential to the upside, the price isn't needing to fall down as low. It's holding up a little bit stronger, just meaning that whenever we see the move to the upside, the RSI has loads of room to work, and the price has even higher highs to set, okay? So it just allows us to clear those previous highs without running into overbought territory every single time we touch some of these similar levels, okay? Basically just going to show that we're setting ourselves up for a possible big move to the upside as long as we can continue to see the price maintaining above our recent low, okay? So just kind of looking at that, it's not guaranteed, it's not 100% promise, it's not the perfect indicator, but it is something to keep an eye on. Now, considering the fact that we also are establishing such a strong level of support here, it definitely goes to show that this previous level of resistance is holding as support. And when we can see that we're wicking down here, but we're immediately seeing loads of buying volume, it shows that this is a very difficult level for us to clear. And all of those things to say that if we see the market turning around and making a good push, I definitely do believe that Solana could follow, looking at a push to finally up to its 1.272 towards $243, possibly up to a 1.618 extension, all the way up to $277. Now, one thing we can also see is that the RSI has given itself a bit of time to work, and that's also going to be a good sign. It just goes to show that if we do start to see some type of reversal, we're below 50, and if we can get back above 50, back towards bullish territory, we have a lot of room to the upside to support a possible move up here. Now, looking at the daily charts, we can also see that the price has come out of this overbought territory, just meaning that we're not too far extended right now, and even we have enough room to turn around to avoid some type of potential, let's get this put up, to avoid some type of potential bearish cross happening here, right? We have enough room on the daily RSI to see the turnaround happen to avoid some type of bearish crossover from happening on our MACD. Just all going to show at the end of the day that this does look like a strong retracement, but it looks like we're holding up well. And if we can continue to hold above this level at $177, we're still well within the realm of possibility to see the continuation to set new highs. Now, the big bearish pattern that could, prevent some of this though, is noticeable on the 4-hour charts. And that's going to be this M-top. Now, whenever we're taking a look at these M-tops, I pay very close attention to them, okay? The reason being that they have a lot of indication on where the price may fall down to, okay? Now, the way in which I do read these is that I pay attention to two important levels. So I'm actually going to get rid of our Fibonacci's right now, and I'm going to draw level number 1, and I'm going to draw level number 2. And what we can see is that both of these levels have been serving as extremely important. We came up off this low, worked our way up, put in the middle line for our M, which establishes this as a very important level, which is why you can see that the price is holding above it still, as well as we came back down and we touched both of these levels, okay? So what I'm under the belief of is that if we start to see the price roll back down and get closes below $185, which is going to be this middle line right here, this middle level, I think that there is a chance that we execute on the breakdown target of this pattern. Now, what that breakdown target is going to be is if we do take the distance from the top of our M down to this midline and we apply it to the breakout, that puts us back down right around $150. Do I think this is going to happen? I'm not sure. Do I think it's likely to happen? I think it's more likely for us to work our way back up than to crash to $150. That is 100% for sure. I think this is the least likely of the two options, but we would be a little bit, not the most intelligent to ignore a bearish pattern, a double top like this. We don't want to ignore that, okay? And so what we need to pay attention to is how do we hold both of these levels? If we lose 185, we still have support at 178. It's clearly held multiple times, so it may be our saving grace, but we lose 178, do expect there is a chance of us falling all the way back down towards $152. Now, if we do draw our Fibonacci from our swing low that was set on September 21st all the way to our swing high, one thing you can see is that is almost nearly perfectly lined up with our 0.618 retracement zone on the bottom side. And what that means is when we set these big highs, there's always the chance of us retracing to our retracement zone, meaning that this is within the realm of possibility, meaning that this drop has multiple, technical indicators that say that it could happen. Do I think it's going to happen? No, but it could happen, and we need to pay close attention to these levels. So the whole idea right now is to stay above $185. If we lose 185, look for 178 to hold, and if we lose 178, as you can see, there was very little resistance on the way up, and I think there would be equally little support on the way down, even highlighted via BPVR. There's really not much here, okay? And so we definitely just need to keep an eye on that. This is an extremely urgent video. I need you guys to be paying close attention today to these key levels, and if we're able to hold them, I definitely do believe that there is still a lot of potential, okay? And so with that being said, I will update you all once more structure is formed. Once we have structure, we can start to guess and put some ideas together on what type of patterns may play out and where our breakouts could be. And so definitely do stay tuned and never miss a video by turning on all the notifications once you subscribe to the channel. But with that being said, I will see you all very soon. Y'all have an absolutely fantastic day. Peace.